show was absolutely awesome, and it was just, you know, so slick. The only issue was we had a number of injuries. Even before the show, we had a big crash and lost one of our guys with a broken collarbone. And then during it, we lost someone with a broken wrist, Steve McCann, during the show. And then Robbie Adelberg, who you can see in the background, had a terrible crash and a ruler backflip, probably the most dangerous trick in the sport. And he went basically head first into a metal ramp, and that was a shocking accident. So we don't have the full report yet. We know he's broken some ribs. We think he may have some neck damage, and looks like he could have some head trauma as well.
You know what? The nature of the game when it goes with BMX and motocross is the fact that people get injured. And you know what? It sucks, man. And, you know, fourth show in, I just happened to break my wrist, you know, and I really am. I'm bummed about it. But you know what? The show must go on, and I'll hopefully be with it when I'm better again.
As you can see, he's probably been drinking last night because it's pretty pissed off. It's turning violent. It's time to get out of here before he gets kicked in the nuts.
Coming to Australia, one of Jim's biggest tricks that he was to perform in the show is the front flip on a motorcycle. Jim tried it at X Games, broke his back.
You got it! You got it! You had it perfect. I got it, Travis. You had it perfect, dude.
No big deal. Got up slowly, dusted himself off, a little recuperation, went back to the drawing board. He tried it in the show the first night, and boy, was the crowd entertained, but it didn't end up so well for Jim.
I went off the ramp, went, and hit my front brake, and I'm like, kind of opened my eyes, and I see the ceiling, and it's not moving. I'm like, that's supposed to go past pretty soon.
So after the first failed attempts in the first show in Brisbane, we found a foam pit for him, and he went and practiced.
2-3. 49. That's 40 right there. No matter how many times you do this trick, foam or not foam, it still gets you nervous. I don't know if I'm staying on the gas longer, I just can't sort it out. Look how the bike's jumping normal. Yeah. Wow. I believe I counted it was 720 stairs. And then I gotta hop off my mountain bike, then hop on the moto, and remember how to do this first try in a stadium full of people.
That's what we like to see. A little more giddy up all the way around.
You gotta figure out how to do that every time.
Now the question is, what you do different?
After the Outback foam pit practice, Jim thought he had the front flip worked out.
And tried it again, and no, he crashed again, hard. And I think that was the sign that Jim needed. If you crack your back and knock yourself out multiple times, there's a time to throw in the towel.
Good bit of air off the jump there, did you?
When I saw you going up for that, I was like, I'm out. I'm ditching this thing.
Right now we're in Perth. We're still in one piece. This tour is still rolling. Tonight will be our 6th show. Let the balloons go.
And this is Nitro with Travis and our guys. They're not satisfied. It's not about the money. It's not about all that stuff. It's just about progressing and doing something better than the night before.
In the first Nitro Circus DVD, Nitro 1, like 2001, I was trying that trick. Today, right now, was the first time I've ever landed that stupid trick.
This is so Nitro, you know, here we are, and Travis decides that he's gonna do mountain bike stuff because he's bored with the moto stuff, does the TP roll, lands it. He talks Dusty into doing it. Dusty goes out, tries it, and doesn't land it. I know this is gonna happen in the show. They're gonna, regardless if Cora wants it to happen or not, it's gonna happen. So we'll see, and it makes me nervous because he could come down and snap his collarbone or do something stupid, but he's gonna do it.
Yes, with moto boots and everything. I'm so happy.
We're partying for Dusty's 14th birthday.
It's my 13-and-a-half birthday today.
Soda.
So me and Lindsay are doing a Sprite and Skittles party for everyone.
Hey. All right, we're out here, Western Australia, getting ready for a big show in Perth, and we have Hummers, we have race Hummers, we got motorcycles. Some guys just showed up with some Suzukis. About to ask if I can ride those. Should be a lot of fun. Oh, that kind of hurt a little more than I expected it to. Oh, yeah, you gotta knee it. Oh.
I'm about to get pulled by this Hummer, and I'm kind of afraid. I'm just gonna try not to fall off at high speeds.
Look, Kathy.
Took a bit of air off the jump there, did you?
When I saw you going up for that, I was like, I'm out. I am ditching this thing. I can't even see anything right now, but...
Okay, I'll get you some water. Welcome to Australian sand sledding, mate.
Thanks, man.
Let me steal your bike!
Where are we? We're in Perth. I have to ride it on my arm because I always forget and I say the wrong town and people throw bottles at me. So we're in Perth, one night only, full house, 15,000 people. Good, everyone's pumped up. It's going to be a fun one, and the crowd is going to be loud.
You could say that the Western Australians are probably the most passionate of action sports fans in the world. Passionate is one way of putting it. We've had riots basically every time we've come here. And it's not sort of bad-natured, you know, so much as just people are just massively overexcited. Travis has gone into the crowd at every other venue. He's not allowed to go into the crowd here in Perth because it'd be suicide.
We got 2 security fences here. One in the beginning, and then we got kill zone in the middle with Doberman pinchers in case we get over the first one. It's free to snipe from above. So we got triple security tonight. I got a big knife in my pocket. And you got to keep your eye on the game. You never know what's going to happen when you're in Perth around wild Perthians.
The place just went crazy. They didn't even care if he landed it or not. There were a couple dudes jumping over the fence, like wanting to get a piece of him like he was Justin Bieber.
You know, every night, those trikes, there's just, you don't know what's going to happen with them. Sometimes you over-rotate, you under-rotate. Regardless, you don't walk away fine. It just eats you up.
Every single time you go down these ramps, these trikes behave differently. They get a little wobblier each show. Wheels get a little more bent. And you just never know what to expect. On one side, you have to push someone in to get the speed, and that's always different. And the other side, you have to drag your feet. And as we saw earlier, Godfrey almost came up short because he drug his feet too long. So it's kind of a roll of the dice every night.
Godfrey just came up to me now, and he wants to throw one of his nephews off the ramp. They just flew in from the States, a 24-hour flight. The kid's only 16. He's never actually seen the ramp, never even done it before. I think I'm actually gonna get fired if I can't control Godfrey. The good thing is that the crowd actually loved the crash and he's not dead, so.
One of the things that I'm most pumped about doing on this tour, every night I'm really pumped to get that little granny's bike and flip 32 feet on it. Like, they don't know I'm gonna flip it, and as soon as I go upside down on the bike with baskets and tassels, everybody gets really excited and screams, and I'm laughing before I even land. That's a cool part of this tour, is that like we can do crazy stuff, but we can also do like comedic stuff and funny stuff, and it still gets the same reactions.
I think the bodyboard's gonna go well. I hope so. If they don't, well, I'm kind of out of a job.
I just found out that Wills is gonna try a double backflip, and don't you think one's enough? He's in a wheelchair, for God's sakes. Two is a little too much, I think. He hit his head pretty damn hard. He gets up. I hope he can keep getting up from that, because it's gnarly. The place just went crazy. They didn't even care if he landed it or not. There were a couple dudes jumping over the fence, like wanting to get a piece of him like he was Justin Bieber.
Got a couple of intruders there. They just wanted to be a part of the action. I was ready to tackle him, but Pat said he had it covered. Rowdy. Hopefully we get another 4,000 people over the fence at the end of the show. Perth are known for that.
In typical Travis style, it's just like, I've got to do this TP roll, and and Port's like, you can't do it, so he just charges up to the top of the Giganna ramp with his mountain bike and hucks the thing. The strength of Nitro is that it's unscripted. Things aren't planned out. We just kind of go and make the best out of situations. So Rona and Travis are at the bottom of the ramp, and then I could tell something was going on, that they were discussing something. And you just know with Travis that he wants that TP roll, and he's not going to do it on the motorcycle.
Hey, should I get my bicycle and try that flip through you?
It's a 40.
What do you think?
Yeah.
In typical Travis style, it's just like, I've got to do this TP roll, and and Port's like, you can't do it, so he just charges up to the top of the Giganna ramp with his mountain bike and hucks the thing.
I hope he sticks this. He hasn't stuck this trick very many times, but he's willing to go try it at a distance he has never tried it at.
By the way, this wasn't part of the script at all. I don't really know what's going on, but I don't think I'm gonna land this, but I'm calling all you guys out. If anyone wants to come back to the top and try this trick, Dusty, I think we can get it. I'm gonna get it away. I've never hit this ramp at this distance, but I'm gonna go for my first X Games on a dirt bike.
We have definitely not seen this in the last 2 weeks of shows. Travis Pastrana, the TP roll, Bruce.
I want to see it, Perth. What about you?
Hey, Travis, I'm going to call you out. Travis Pastrana, get to the top of the Giganna ramp and do it again. I want to see that landed. Go on the hump.
Wow. That was easy. Anybody but Special Dragon might be knocked the out.
He's going to try and punch Travis's trick.
I think he's got it. Grab a rear brake and stick it in a place, be perfect.
afraid?
I just don't get it. It's ridiculous. The script always changes, and that wasn't part of it. He just pulled that for the first time yesterday. 8 feet shorter.
That was really impromptu. That was full Nitro style, just hucking stuff. Woo!
Woo! Another good one down.
I've got my earpiece and I can't hear what's going on.
Yeah, it's our kind of crowd, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're all nuts. They're just screaming, yelling, punching the air, swearing. It's like, I'm worried about a riot.
All kind of crowd.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was expecting the whole 15,000 people to rush the fences, and there was just a couple guys that jumped over, but they were rowdy. I mean, they got tossed around and thrown out of there, and they wanted to get in the mix of things, so not a riot, but it was interesting. Perth is done, next stop's Adelaide. I just hope it goes as well as this one.
The respect that Travis has on set with all these athletes is absolute and unequivocal. And it's not because of what he says, it's because of what he does and how he treats everybody with respect.
You know, it's technically, they always say like me and the Nitro Circus, but the Nitro Circus is so much bigger and grander and more cool and awesome than I will ever be. Everybody obviously looks at Travis to kind of set the pace. He's the greatest action sports athlete of all time. And when a guy like that is genuine, real, he's the first to dish out a compliment. It has a magical way of transforming a whole vibe in this tour that we're seeing, and it's working.
Maybe if you're trying something, you're not landing it, and you're kind of bummed out, or even if you're just like, even if you're gung-ho about it, he's right there behind you, like, go for it again, get up there, like, nail it.
Everybody is equal on the crew, but for some reason they all kind of look towards me a little bit, and it's cool to be in a position where you can kind of control the energy level and the vibe. But when it comes down to who's stealing the show, it's not me. You know, it's Wheels, it's Jolene, it's you know, I mean, you got a double backflip with Cam. I mean, Bilko's throwing 360 in the airs whenever he feels like it. The crew is absolutely amazing. I'm just proud to be a part of it.